Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We come to you guys with some breaking news coming from the conflict in the Middle East and absolutely insane night in Tehran, the capital of Iran. A couple of things are happening as we speak tonight. Firstly, we have our live feed from Tel Aviv. Finally, it's back. Number one, insane targeted assassinations across the capital tonight. Also, a huge amount of fake news on social media. So we are here to correct it, and we are here to obviously debunk these false claims. First, they said that Vahidi was dead, the head of the IRGC, and then they said that Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, the Speaker of Parliament, was eliminated. That is also false. What we can confirm, thanks to our sources in the IDF, that the Israelis have targeted Ghalibaf tonight. We're also going to show you guys the videos and the images. We don't know about his condition, whether he is alive, whether he's injured, whether he ran away, whatever happened to him. The IRGC general, we can officially confirm on 2CTV, he has been eliminated. And we, of course, are joined by our special expert on the assassinations in the IRGC. Greg the Goat is here, the representative of the 72 virgin goats that the IRGC leaders will be meeting tonight. Okay, so firstly, let's go to the situation in Tehran. We're going to start with the western parts, west and east of the capital. And then we're going to give you guys the explanation on what exactly is happening. Now, as I said, so this was the east and western parts of Tehran. We have more images and videos in terms of the targeted, precise attacks that are happening in Tehran. But, as I said, we can now officially confirm, thanks to our Greg the Goat, the IRGC General, Abbas Karami, has finally been eliminated. He's going to meet his 72 virgin goats. Yes, this is actually major. He was supposed to be dead about 2 weeks ago, but he survived, despite the fact that it wasn't really too difficult to locate him, considering that his forehead and the whole head is basically shining light, and you should be able to spot him from probably Sweden. But the IRGC General has finally being confirmed killed by the Islamic Republic state media. This is yet another huge success for the Americans and the Israelis. We're going to go to some of the videos this time in Jannat Abad in Tehran. Targeted assassinations, multiple assassinations. First, we're going to go to Jannat Abad. The eyewitnesses said that all the windows are broken and electricity is now out. So these are the IRGC buildings. Very busy night for the Israelis and the Americans. Also, there is also the situation with the Masoudia district in Tehran. We've had just now yet another precision strike hitting that area. I think we have the video now. Do we? Yeah. That building, the top of it is gone. It's crazy because it hasn't even, it's been weeks since this war started, and it seems to be a one-way conflict at this point, because the IRGC are continuing to lose their leaders, continue to lose their bases, continue to lose their naval assets, and the rest of them, we don't know where they are. The actual armed forces nowhere to be seen. That's why they had to bring in children, but also the Iraqis to help them. That is the level of desperation we are seeing from the IRGC. All right, more confirmations from the top assassinations. Greg the Goat. Come back here, Greg. Greg the Goat can confirm. Another one bites the dust. This was one of the major fundamentalist jihadists of the IRGC. Mohammad Reza Kia, he was the top nuclear scientist. And his job was to finish the nuclear bomb and launch it towards Israel. He's now dead. He said goodbye to his wife. He's going to say hi to his virgin goats. So goodbye, you evil, evil terrorists. He was killed in Dastak, which is in the northern parts of Iran. So he has also now been eliminated. We have another one. Yeah. Who's this one? Oh, yeah, this is Murad. Yeah. Murad Ali Fuladvand. He was the director of the Nuclear Research Organization, again linked to the nuclear program, the SPND Nuclear Research Complex. His job was also to help Mohammad Reza Kia to finish the nuclear weapons and to prepare them to launch towards Israel. Greg the Goat can confirm he is also dead. Bye-bye. And now, there is a huge achievement. We can also confirm, thanks to the brilliant Israeli Defense Forces. I said brilliant. Now you can send me my $7,000. Was it 7,000? Yeah, $7,000 apparently. If you praise the idea, if you get $7,000. They've done it. They have finally done it. The Islamic Republic state media propaganda mouthpiece, Press TV, has been flattened. Jeremy Corbyn's former channel, the building, has been completely destroyed by the Israeli strikes over the last few hours. We've just received the confirmation. Of course, Press TV is now going to be called Pressed TV. It's been pressed. Anyway, dad jokes, getting ready. Press TV, of course, for years and years has been used to not necessarily brainwash people in Iran. That's the job of the RIIB. But their job was to infiltrate the West and brainwash people in the West. And it kind of worked quite well. People like Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, many others, Joe Kent, they fell for the propaganda. And of course, one of the top jihadists, the Sayyid Mohammed Marandi, was a part of Press TV. All that's gone, destroyed, over, bye-bye. The signal has now gone dark until they find a temporary backup location. This is absolutely impressive. Every single night, we are getting more surprises and more presents from the Americans and the Israelis. Throughout the day, we get the usual routine military operations against the infrastructure and the military and the government buildings and the naval assets. Still very important, the Air Force. But nighttime is when things kick off every single day. So, yeah, Marandi, goodbye. You don't have this job anymore. You're going to have to go somewhere else to actually, he still has Piers Morgan's channel, so it's okay. I don't know if Piers Morgan pays him, but probably not. But there is, as I said, there was some fake news earlier saying that we can confirm, people on social media, we can confirm that Ghalibaf has been killed. Well, no, calm down, dear. What we can confirm on 2CTV is that the IDF have targeted Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, top IRGC guy, in the southeastern parts of Tehran. His condition is still unsure. We don't know, as I said, we don't know if he's alive, we don't know if he's dead, we don't know if he's injured. But the Israelis tend not to miss, but they have in the past. We've had Tank Siri, the head of the IRGC Navy, that was hit about 50 million times, and eventually they got him a few days ago. But Ghalibaf, yeah, it's not a good night again. Anyway, we will get confirmation on his condition, whether he was actually at home, because obviously they hit these guys at nighttime. but we'll find out very soon. We can also go, this is actually the videos from southeastern parts of Tehran. I'm going to show you. Masoudieh, there was an army barracks, and also there is a house in the Sultani alleyway that was hit. This is it. That's the barracks. Yeah, that's the army barracks over there at the end. We have a few people here. Tanya says, Tusi, I can't believe you missed it. Last stream, you finally got rockets on your live from Beirut and you didn't notice, did I? I cannot believe was it actually on the screen and I missed it? How is that even possible? In the first minute of the live stream. Oh no, that keeps happening. I blame Beirut. Actually, I blame the IDF. If you're going to hit Beirut, send me a text or something so we don't miss the footage. I was busy actually talking to you guys, so obviously I'm going to miss the actual screen. Let's also go to Jannat Abad in Tehran. Another video of targeted assassination attempt by the IDF. I'm gonna have to go watch that live stream to see what I missed on the screen. Also, tonight again, the Islamic Republic propaganda mouthpiece, the state media, have been using crisis actors to pretend that they are ordinary Iranian residents just living in Tehran, and they are suddenly victims. Guess what? Tutsi TV is here to debunk those claims and their fake news, whether it comes from Western media or the Islamic Republic media. So tomorrow we are going to do a special episode, not a live stream. It will be part of our VOD videos, a video section on the channel on YouTube. We're going to go through some of those crisis actors and expose them. It is time to name and shame. Okay. Let's also go to another, actually Iranian resident, a citizen who decided to drive by a school and to show that the schools are being used as a military base. This is the fascinating thing, because earlier we reported that the foreign minister in Iran, Abbas Araghchi, said that 600 schools have been destroyed. He said completely destroyed by the Israelis and the Americans. And then he said about 1,000 students and teachers have been killed and injured. 600 schools flattened, 1,000 people. Okay, the math doesn't add up anyway. Secondly, schools are closed, you absolute idiot. There are no students because you are now you've turned schools into a military base. What? Do you think we're stupid? He's not talking to us. He's talking to the weirdos who believe CNN and the BBC and all the other CBC and all the other weirdos. But this is one of the citizens in Iran filming this with English subtitles. Iraq. Yeah, why is Israel taking schools? The school is now a base. Yeah. Yeah, it's time to tell the truth. And the truth is coming directly from people inside Iran, not people who watch Sneeko or who's the other weirdo? The communist? Hassan, whatever his name is. Listen to people in Iran So what they're actually telling you, look at the facts, look at the evidence. And but obviously, people would prefer to go to their own echo chamber to get their confirmation bias sorted. In case you haven't seen this, and in case you're wondering, what are people doing in Israel compared to people in Iran? The difference between people in Israel and people in Iran is that if you live in Israel, your residential areas, your houses will get targeted by the IRGC. And the Israeli government have been working hard to create shelters. You have to go down, you have to hide, and then you can come back out after a few minutes. In Iran, they don't have shelters, but the good thing about in Iran is that the Americans and the Israelis are not going around on purpose targeting residential buildings, unless they're doing a targeted attack with a drone to hit a window, which is part of a building. And the difference can be seen in this video clip. In case you're wondering what people in Iran would do when there's a fighter jet doing strikes. Watch. So this is Israel, when the IRGC are striking Israel. Hey, let's go back. And this is in Iran. Let's watch that again. I love that. It's got the watermelon and the shisha. Get the kebabs, guys. Get the kebab, because they go on the rooftops and they watch the strikes by the Americans and the Israelis, and they have a war watch party basically every night. Insanity. It's not even a joke, because that's actually what they're doing. Okay, and they're also not allowed to leave their houses, so because it will be unsafe if you're on the streets. There's a big situation, ongoing situation right now in Iraq. Over the last few hours, the Iraqi militia have invaded Iran to help the IRGC and the Islamic Occupation Forces. The IRGC took this opportunity to also then hit the US bases, the US consulates, and also the Kurdish areas in Erbil. Things have been kicking off. There is now a ground clashes being reported in Baghdad and in Erbil. Let's quickly go firstly to the capital of Iraq, Baghdad, and watch what on earth is going on. And then we're going to go to... there's a massive chaotic situation in Erbil. This is obviously was Baghdad. So Baghdad is this situation, but in Erbil there are clashes on the ground between the Iraqi Kurds and the IRGC's Shia militia, some of them who's decided to stay in the Iraqi territory. But also the next video comes from the US victory base in the capital. Watch this. We got Paul Raymond 9976 saying you're, as in you and then are, repeating news again. Now, can you, anyone who is a regular viewer of 2CTV, I need a favor, especially those who actually do watch every live stream, at least every day. Can you do the job on my behalf? Because if I start ranting, I'm going to lose my mind and go crazy, and Greg the Goat might get hurt. Can you confirm that everything that we report is fresh? Because there's absolutely no need or no point in repeating the news that we have already reported, because that would be insane, and that's not what we do. So you guys take care of him. I just can't be bothered right now. It's too late. Also, Erbil. Let's go to Erbil. Islamic Republic drones targeting that region, and the Americans' CRAM system intercepting the drones. Now, okay, let's go to Tel Aviv. And things should be calm now. A few minutes ago, there were sirens in central Israel. I'm just going to double check their sound. All right, it seems quiet now. Good. While we wait for that, then we're going to go to Beirut and see what is happening over there. The goat should be called Alibaba. No, it's Greg the Goat. Get used to it. Sounds like the fall of Berlin using children. Evil. Is that Saddam Hussein? Well, him? Sort of looks like him. To be fair, he looks more like Bin Laden with the beard. And Greg the Goat is one busy goat. Javid Shah, I'm Israel Chai. God bless America, says David Potter. I was right, said that Ghalibaf is dead. I am always right. It's not confirmed. As I said, there have been a lot of rumors on social media that he's already dead. What we can confirm is that he's been targeted. We don't know whether he's alive, dead, or injured. So, yeah, don't listen to the random people on social media in terms of confirming before any verified information. We have spoken to the IDF and that the targeting has been, obviously they've been chasing it for some time, but it's not confirmed dead yet. They have to find the body if he was hit completely. Looks like Press TV, it couldn't take the pressure. Should have just gone with Pressed TV. That's much better. Who's Alireza Shahrazadeh, Deputy Director of the National Council of Resistance of Iran, who was just on Fox News, and what is NCRI? Okay, so just a quick heads up. For those of you who have been following the whole situation with Iran, and especially if you're watching 2CTV, you know of an organization that we mentioned a few times called the MEK, or the Mujahideen, which has got literally the word jihad in it. They are a communist jihadist organization who used to be with Khomeini and the Islamic Republic, with the IRGC. They were friends. After 1979, about 1980, they fell out. They stopped being friends. The MEK were not too happy that the IRGC basically released the American hostages from the US embassy. And MEK became the enemy of the IRGC. And then they called themselves the opposition. Remember that? Obviously, they are still jihadists. They are also communists. They were backed by the Soviet Union at the time. Over the last few years, they have been spending a lot of money lobbying the American politicians, the British politicians, and they also rebranded a few times to trick people. The National Council of Resistance of Iran, or NCRI, are the MEK. And Alireza Jafarzadeh is one of the leaders. And they continue to get platformed, even though the MEK, or NCRI, they are not really a big player. They have a handful of members. Nobody takes them seriously. They are not really a threat. Nobody's scared of them. They used to do terrorism, but then they effectively have been relatively incompetent over the last couple of decades. And if they decide to go to Iran, even as individuals, they're going to be in trouble walking around the streets once the Iranian people identify who they are, because they have worked and helped Saddam Hussein in the 1980s to launch a war in Iran against the Iranian people. They've killed Iranian people, and they are now trying their best to destroy the opposition and the Crown Prince as the leader of the opposition, Reza Pahlavi. But as I said, nobody takes them seriously. Nobody is actually threatened by them anymore. There was a time when they were slightly threatening because they were doing terrorist activities on the streets of Iran back in the 80s. But the only group that continue to fall for it are the politicians and the media in the West, because these guys pay a lot of money. So you don't hear much about them, because they're not very good at actual PR, but they are doing things behind the scenes to basically buy out politicians. It's still not really going to work. It's not working because people in Iran have already decided they want freedom. They don't want jihad. They don't want communism. In fact, one of the chants on the streets from the Iranians have been death to three groups. They always say death to three groups. The Islamists, as in the Islamic Republic, the Mujahid, as in the MEK, and the leftists, so socialists. Death to three groups. They don't like socialism, they don't like jihad, and they don't like, obviously, MEK weirdos. New technology of televisions of collapsing TVs are being sold. Sales are blowing up. It's about Press TV. Murad Ali had the same hair as you. Well, it's dead now, so thank you. Marandi gone, but will they find the tip of his finger, like Goldie said? But it's not dead. Although imagine if he was actually in Tehran when they hit him. Nah, it's fine. The last broadcast, who the spokesman was AI. You can tell because he never blinked. Oh, he never blinked even when he was doing himself. Watch you every day, thanks. Trust me, that guy never blinks. He just doesn't blink. But I'm still convinced that statement was actually AI. Although it's interesting that nobody in the mainstream media decided to do any investigation or debunk it. They tend not to have any appetite to challenge the Islamists. You know, or it's the same with the left. They don't tend to scrutinize the left. So visit the Tehran jealous. So posters of Iranian casualties with their Free Palestine spray painted over their faces. So yucky. What's wrong with these monsters? Well, you could probably ask Gavin Newsom why he allows this nonsense to happen in his state. Ignore the haters. Your coverage is my go-to for news of the events. Thank you, Curtis. And Carter says the IRGC better watch out, or they may unintentionally cause Iraq and maybe Syria to balkanize again. Posted a video of Ali in hell in the chat. Funny. Cheers. IRGC is finished. Still finishing, not fully finished yet. Trump is the GOAT. Greg is the GOAT. Literally. I think Ghalibaf is just a little bit dead. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they confirm that. Just supporting the channel. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Albert says they wanted to build headquarters called Epic City. And thank you, Miriam. Keep up the great newscasting. You are better than CNN and Fox News. Place an order from your store for a mug. Oh, brilliant. I hope you enjoy it. Also, my Fox News appearance is now going to be on Monday. I'll be back on Fox News Monday afternoon. I'll give you guys a time. I think it will be the same program as last week. And so I'll be hopefully giving the latest update and the assessment of how everything is actually going on to help the American viewers who still watch the mainstream media. Huge props to the Iranian Muay Thai Vargayan. Oh, yes, he won an amazing vote in one championship. They tried to cut him off, but he dedicated his win to the Iranian people. Javid Shah, Israel Chai. Bezanberry said, let's go. Are you going to upload your interview on Fox? Yes, like the last one did. Yep. I have looked on 2CTV Plus, but couldn't find. It's not on 2CTV Plus. This is not great. It's not on. Why would it be on 2CTV Plus? The interview is on YouTube. We put it on YouTube on this channel right here. Not that's a whole different channel, obviously. It's on this channel. So just go on videos, not live. We got obviously live section, the live tab. Then you got videos tab. We mostly do lives, but we also do videos. It's already uploaded on YouTube, open to public. Why has internet blocking tech not been targeted? Well, we don't know exactly how that works, how that operates. Name the Houthi spokesperson, or the Houthi spokes program. AI Ali. I just watched Prince Reza Pahlavi at CPAC. What a powerful speech. We're also going to be hopefully uploading Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi's speech tomorrow on the channel in case you missed it at CPAC. Gave me goosebumps. Long live Greg 72. Team Greg. Goat can mean greatest of all time. Yeah, but we mean actual goats. 72 virgin goats. Starman, Tucker, and the mouse are all lovers. Oh, God. Hi, from Wisconsin. Do you think you could make a shirt that says Miga, please? We have it. It is important to be polite. What? You can now get your very own Make Iran Great Again t-shirts and hoodies and everything else right here on 2C Store. Get it now by going on 2cstore.tv. We also have mugs and other things as well. So check out the link in the description or just go to 2cstore.tv. It's something going over my throat. I think I'm dying. Is this death? Is this the end? It's a weird pain. Oh no. I think I'm about to collapse. What is happening to me? Have no water. Well, this could be the end. Well, it was nice knowing you guys. All right, this is not good. I don't know what's happening to me. Hang on. Wait here. Okay. I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to go deal with this. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm Maya Tusi, and we are the media.